Hello everyone, my name is Associate Professor Seb Dworkin and I'm a research scientist based at La Trobe University in Melbourne, Victoria. I've now been researching craniofacial defects for approximately 15 years, and the thing that inspired me to start on this journey was the fascination that I had with how all of us go from being one single fertilized cell to becoming a fully formed baby within 9 months, and the incredible processes that have to happen during those 9 months for us to take the form and shape that we now have. I've always been astounded by how often this process goes right, but as we know, all too often certain things mean that this process goes wrong. And so we know that both genetic and non-genetic factors can lead to these defects, but even in this day and age, we still have very little idea of what causes approximately 70% of all birth defects. So one of the things that my lab does to try and understand the function of certain genes in normal development, with the idea being if we can understand the normal processes by which our skull, brain, face, jaws and head overall forms, then we can better understand how mutations in these genes can lead to defects. The other thing that my lab does is to try and understand how could we possibly make the defects better. Now, many of you would have heard of certain things you can do during pregnancy to improve the outcomes for your babies. So things like avoiding certain foods, avoiding alcohol, avoiding smoking, and all these things can improve or reduce the chance of your children having certain defects. However, our knowledge of such beneficial factors that can improve craniofacial defects is extremely limited. And so my group is embarking on a journey to better understand how can we improve the environment of embryonic development to reduce the incidence and severity of birth defects. Our hope is that through our discoveries, firstly, we can bring certainty to families that have had children with birth defects through an understanding of their genetics. This is important not just for the patients themselves, but importantly will also help to inform prospective parents that have had one child with a craniofacial defect about the risk of future craniofacial defects that further children may have. The other thing that we hope is that we can discover certain compounds or certain factors that all people can do during pregnancy to lessen the chance, or at least lessen the severity of a craniofacial defect in their child. And so through our journey, we hope that future generations have a much better understanding of craniofacial defects than we do right now.